Everyone, please mute your audio. Okay, is my screen visible?
E-
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So I hope you people have tried to solve the example which I gave in my last class. Let us see. I will not solve that. You submit that as an assignment. So whenever I say, then at that point of time, I will check whether the answers made by you are correct or not. Okay. So we'll solve the next one. Now here, the thing is, two men exert forces on the rope. Okay. These are the two ropes. Two men exert forces on the rope as shown in the figure below. Now determine the moment of each force about A. So this is your point A, and about this point you have to find out the moment produced by each force. That is the force by each rope which is being pulled by two men. Which way will the next point, when you find out the net moment at A, which way will the pole rotate, clockwise or counterclockwise? Counterclockwise, it means anti-clockwise. Both are same. Now you need to find the moment produced by each and every force, that is force P, which is 40 kilonewton, and force F, which is 10 kilonewtons. And then you have to say in which way the pole will rotate, whether it will rotate in a clockwise direction or it will rotate in a anti-clockwise direction. Okay, now we shall proceed and let us find out the moment produced by each and every force. Now we can see here that the forces are inclined. So obviously we have to go ahead with the resolved components. Now I will just draw the pole here. So let us assume this is the pole and this is point A, right? And this is force P. This is your force P, okay, which is equal to 40 kilonewton. I request everyone to please mute. Okay, so which is 40 kilonewtons, right? And this distance is given as, see here, this is 3 meters and this is 2 meters. So of course this distance should be 5 meters. That is from here to here. This distance should be 5 meters. Now I shall find out the resolved components. So for P 40 kilonewton, the horizontal component will be in this direction and the vertical component will be in the downward direction. Okay. Now also they have given the angle made by the rope with respect to horizontal. Now the angle made by this rope with respect to horizontal is given as 45 degree. If that is 45 degree, it means this angle is 45 degree. Okay. Now let me find out the components. So this is P is 40 kilonewton with 45 degree with respect to horizontal. So this will be equal to 40 cos 45. And this will be equal to 40 sine 45. That is the vertical component. 40 sine 45. So now let me find out what is the moment produced by these components at point A. So first let me I will just mark it as MA. That is the moment at A due to P. I will write due to P equal to, first let me find out because of 40 cos 45. So 40 cos 45 at point A, it will actually cause an anti-clockwise movement. So I should write it as minus 40 cos 45. And you can see the perpendicular distance will be, that is from A up to this point, which is equal to 5 meters multiplied by 5. which is coming out to be 40 cos 45 multiplied by 5, which is coming out to be 141.42, and the units are in kilonewton, so it is kilonewton meter. Okay, then, and if you see 40 sine 45, it is actually passing through point A. So the moment because of 40 sine 45 will be 0. So it is 141.42 kilonewton meter and it is in the anti-clockwise direction. So let me just mark that it is in the anti-clockwise direction. So is there any doubt, students?
Sir, what about 40 sine 45 degree?
That I told, no, 40 sine 45, line of action of 40 sine 45 passes through point A.
Yes, sir.
So the moment because of that will be 0. So I'm not taking into account.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Is there any other doubts? Okay, now this is because of P, which is 40 kilonewton. Now let us move and find out what is the moment because of F, which is 10 kilonewton. So let me just mark the pole here. This is your point A, and say this is the point where F equal to 10 kilonewton is acting. F is equal to 10 kilonewtons. Okay, and this distance is 3 meters. That is from here up to here. This distance is 3 meters. Okay, now let me resolve. So x component will be like this, that is a horizontal component, and the vertical component will be like this. But you can see the angle is not given. Instead, they have given the slope. So let me find out the angle first. So this is the rope line. This is the slope given. This is 3, 4, and 5 is given. I want to find this angle. Let me call that as theta. If you find that angle, it means that is equal to this angle, theta. So theta equal to tan inverse of 4 by 3. So theta comes out to be 53.13 degrees. So this, if this angle is 53.13, that is this angle is 53.13. Obviously, this angle should be theta, which is 53.13. Let me mark out the components here. So if this is 53.13, so this will be 10 cos 53.13, and this will be 10 sin 53.13. So now let me find out the moment because of P. So I will write it as moment at A because of the force F, which is equal to, now because of 10 cos 53.13 at point A, that is 10 cos 53.13 at A, it will actually cause a clockwise movement. So I should write plus 10 cos 53.13 into 3 meters. And the moment produced by 10 sin 53.13 will be 0. You can see the line of action passes through point A itself. So it will be 0. I will not write that. Instead, I will just write 0. So this comes out to be 10 sin 53, sorry, 10 cos 53.13 into 3 meters. It comes out to be 18 kilonewton meter. And you can see it is positive. It means it is clockwise. Sorry, here it should be anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise. Is that okay, students? Any doubt in this? Any doubts are there? Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts are there in this?
Sir,
Yes. Yes, go ahead.
excuse me, sir.
Yes, go ahead.
Sir, it will come, I think so, tan inverse of 3 by 4.
If you do tan inverse of 3 by 4, you are actually finding this angle and not this angle. Yes or no?
Yes.
Are you clear? Okay. So it is tan. If you want to find this angle, it is tan inverse of 4 by 3. If you want to find this angle, it is tan inverse of 3 by 4. Any one angle you can find. Suppose say here now we have found this angle. It means this angle. If you are trying to find this angle, it is equal to this angle. Are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Sir, can I
Now,
ask?
yes.
Sir, I've done in calculator 10 into cos 53.13 into 3. It is coming
Hmm?
just 18 Newton.
Yeah, 18 kilonewton meter. That only I have written.
So then kilo is not there, sir.
Huh?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. It was written like this, kilonewton meter. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So okay, so this is the first part of the question, that is determine the moment of each force about A. Now the second part of the question is which way will the pole rotate? Can anybody tell me which way will the pole rotate? Whether it will rotate in a clockwise direction or it will rotate in a counterclockwise direction.
Counterclockwise, sir.
Why? Why it will be?
Anti-clockwise.
Yeah, why it will be counterclockwise or anti-clockwise?
Because the negative sign magnitude is more, no, sir. Magnitude of negative sign is more, no, sir.
Correct. Yes, you can see here the moment produced by P, okay, which is anti-clockwise of 141.42 kilonewton meter, and the moment produced by F, which is clockwise, just 18 kilonewton meter. So it means that anti-clockwise, this moment is dominating compared to this moment. So the pole will rotate in a counterclockwise direction. Are you clear, students? Is that clear? Any doubts are there? Shall I move with a numerical example? Okay. Yeah.
Sir.
Yes. Any doubt is there? Okay. I will move to the next numerical example. Okay. Actually, here the things are given in feet. Let us not worry about that. Let me take this as say 2 meters itself. And let me take this as say 3 meters. Okay. Now the question is here, if the man B, that is this person, this guy, if the man at B exerts a force of 50 kilonewton on his rope, means this force is 50 kilonewton. That is this one, P, which is equal to 50 kilonewtons. Okay. On his rope, determine the magnitude of the force F. So you have been asked to find what will be the value of force F at man C, man at C. Okay. Okay. Such that it is to prevent the pole from rotating. It means you have to find, see, the man at B is actually pulling the rope by force of 50 kilonewton. Now what should be the force that should be pulled by the man who is at F? Okay, that is who is at C. That is what should be this force, so that he should prevent the pole from rotating. It means that is the resultant moment at A should be 0. So what should be the force F so that the pole should not rotate either in clockwise direction or it should not nor it should rotate in a anti-clockwise direction. It means the pole, whatever it was there, it should stand straight. It should not rotate any other sides. So what should be the force F? That is the question asked here. Have you understood, students? Have you understood the question?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Very simple. Just you have to apply your mind. Let us move further, and what I will do, since P is a inclined, so I'll mark the horizontal component. I'll not mark the vertical component because I know that the moment produced by this vertical component will be 0. Now I will mark here the horizontal component of F. Now this will be, if this is 45 degree, this also should be 45 degree. So I will write this as 50 cos 45. Now here, this is 345. Actually, in the previous example, I calculated what is this angle. I have already calculated what is this angle. So this angle I have calculated it as 53.13. It means this angle should be 53.13. I will not calculate that again. So this force should be F cos 53.13. Okay, now what I will do, I will try to find out what is the moment produced by this one. So I will write it as MA, that is moment at A because of P, is equal to 50 cos 45 multiplied by 5 meters. And since it is trying to rotate the pole in the anti-clockwise direction, I will write it as minus equal to, so 50 cos 45 multiplied by 5, which is coming out to be 176.77 kilonewton meter, and it is in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, now let me try to find out what is the moment produced by this F cos 53.13 at A. Moment at A because of F, and it will be plus because the force F at A will now cause a clockwise movement. That is, this will cause a clockwise movement. So F cos 53.13 multiplied by this perpendicular distance, which is 3. So let me just calculate that. That is cos 53.13 into 3, which is coming out to be 1.8 F. 1.8 times F. And I know that this is causing a clockwise movement. So now can anybody tell me what should I do next to find out the force F?
So 176.77 minus 1.8 F is equal to 0.
Okay, right. So what you are actually trying to do there? Okay, whatever equation you have told is correct. Perfect. Yeah. What you are actually trying to do that? Why you are writing like that?
So because we want that moment of both should be 0, no? Resultant moment should be 0.
Yes, perfect answer. Okay, it means that the moment produced by P at A should be equal to the moment produced by F at A. That's as simple as that. Have you understood, students? The moment produced by P at A should be equal to the moment produced by F at A. So simply equate these two. That is 176.77 should be equal to 1.8 F. So from this, I can get the value of F. That is 176.77 divided by 1.8. So the force which you need to produce to make the pole to stand straight and not rotate is 98.2 kilonewtons. Are you clear, students? Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Any doubts
Yes,
are
sir.
there? Have you understood the just a simple concept? It is very simple, looks very tricky, but if you think logically, it looks very simple. So always the engineering mechanics problems, or I can say civil engineering problems, looks very tricky, but they are very practical. And if you think logically, the solution will be very, very simple. But if you read the question, looks very difficult. But if you think practically and logically, the solutions are very, very simple. Yes or no? Have you understood? Shall I move further?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here. Now for each case illustrated means there are 4 numerical examples. I have just combined them in one. For each case illustrated in the figure below, determine the moment of the force about point O. So you need to find the moment of force at point O in each of these cases. That is, it is as if like a 4 numerical examples are there. Now what I will do, here actually they have given in feet. See, actually I have taken all these problems from RC Hibbeler. So he has combined numerical examples for both FPS unit and the SI unit. So that's why this thing happens. So what I will do, let me take this as say 4 meters and let me take this as say 1 meters. And yeah, here also. Let me take this as say 4 meters. Let me take this as say 100 kilonewtons. And this length, that is this inclined length is say 1 meters. Yes, okay, this will not come into picture, right? Okay, we'll see one each case one by one. Let me take this first case. I will call this as say first one. Okay, now what should be the moment produced by 50 at O? Can anybody tell me? In first case, what should be the moment at O because of this 50 kilonewtons? Can anybody? Yes.
50 into 0.
So 50 into 0.75.
Yes, simple. 50 into 0.75. Because if you extend the line of action of 50 newtons, you can see here, this is extended line of action of 50 newtons, and you measure the distance from point O to the line of action. So this distance is given as 0.75. So it is simply 50 into 0.75. Yes. In which sense it will cause the moment? Is it causing clockwise movement or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Yes. Yes, it is clockwise. MO is 37.5 Newton meter. Okay, now one more thing I just want to tell you, please just listen carefully. Whenever I write MO is equal to plus 37.5 Newton meter, it means it is clockwise movement. So now no need to put once again this sign, this symbol. Okay, it is not required. Either you have to write like this, or what you can do, you can write like this. Clockwise. Okay, either you can write like this or you can write like this. Now you should not combine these two. Are you clear? Either you write the clockwise symbol and don't write the plus or minus, or write plus or minus and don't write the clockwise symbol. Okay, so any one you have to follow. Okay, so this is regarding first case, and I will come to the second case now. Okay, I will write it as moment at O in the second case. Now you have to see this example. Let this be say 100 kilonewtons. Yes. Can anybody tell me what will be the moment produced by this 100 kilonewton at point O? See this, in this inclined length is 1 meters, huh? This inclined length is 1 meters. So then what will be this length? And this angle is given as 30 degree. This angle is 30 degree and this inclined length is 1 meters. It means this length should be 1 cos 30 if you use cosine rule. Yes or no? Right? So now tell me what will be the moment produced by this 100 kilonewton at point O? Yes. Okay, at least tell me what will be the sign of this, whether it will cause a clockwise movement or anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
It is
Clockwise.
clockwise. Right, it is plus. Okay, plus force is 100 multiplied by, I want distance. What will be the distance now? The distance will be simply from here up to here. Yes or no? Right? Because if you extend the line of action and if you measure the point, so this will be your perpendicular distance. Out of this 4 meter is already given to you. That is from here to here it is already given. And this distance is 1 cos 30. So I can write it as 4 plus 1 cos 30. Are you clear, students? Is it clear? So this comes out
Yes,
to be
sir.
486.6 kilonewton meter. And it is causing a clockwise movement. Now let me move to the third one. Okay, so I want moment at O. Now you concentrate on this third figure. Right, can anybody tell me what will be the moment at O? Okay, I will write the answer. You tell me how I got that. Yes, can
7
anybody tell
into
me?
3. 7
Yes,
into 3.
perfect. 7 into 3. Because if you extend the line of action of this 7 kilonewtons, it is here and you want this distance, that is from here to here you want. But this distance is 4 meters and this distance is given as 1 meters. So this distance will be 3 meters. So it is simply 7 into 3. And it is causing an anti-clockwise movement. So I am writing like this. Okay. Next, let me go to this one. Fourth one. I want moment at O now. Okay. So I want what is the moment caused by this 100 kilonewton at point O. So you know that now if you see, if you keep your thumb here and if you put your forefinger here and try to move, so it will move in a anti-clockwise direction. So it is minus. Okay. Tell me now, 100 into what?
7.
100 into 7. Why? Where is 7?
So 4.
4? No.
4 plus 1. 4 plus 1 cos
Sir,
45.
2,
4
sir.
plus
2.
2.
Sir, 2.
No. See, carefully you see which will be the perpendicular distance. See here, if you extend the
100
line.
into 1.
No. See here, if you extend the line of action of 100 kilonewton, it is like this. Do you agree? And what will be the perpendicular distance? Is this not a perpendicular distance? Yes or no?
Yes.
Correct? Huh? Correct, right? Okay.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this inclined distance is given as 1 meters. That is, if I take a triangle out of that, this inclined distance is given as 1 meters and this angle is given as 45 degree. But you want this distance. So what will be this? 1 sine
1
45?
cos 40. Sine.
No. 1 sine 45.
1 sine 45.
This is 1 cos 45.
Opposite by hypotenuse.
This is this distance is 1 cos 45, but this distance is 1 sin 45. So simply it is 100 multiplied by 1 sin 45. So it is 100 sin 45. It comes out to be 70.71. 70.71 kilonewton meter. And in which sense it is acting? It is acting in the anti-clockwise direction. Are you clear, students?
Yes, sir.
So can I ask a
Yes,
question?
sir.
Sir,
Yes.
so can I ask a question?
Yes. Go ahead.
So moment should be forced into cos theta into distance, but cos theta you have not taken, sir.
Which in which one? Which case? In
So
which
in all
case?
four cases, here cos theta is 0, means theta is equal to 0 degree.
In which case you are asking?
Sir, all the four in this question.
Okay. Go ahead.
So cos theta is 0, then cos 0 degree is 1. Like that you are going?
No, why you're getting confused yourself? See, this is simple. Whenever it is inclined, you have to find out the components and then find out the force. Okay. In each and every case, you can see none of the forces are inclined. Is it they will be either in a horizontal direction or in a vertical direction? Where is the question of theta, cos theta, and all? Just to find out the distances, I am using cos rule or sine rule.
Okay, sir.
You are getting confused yourself. All other students, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll move to the next one. Yeah, okay. Right. Now for the case illustrated in figure below, determine the net moment of force about point O. You have to find out what will be the net moment of all these forces. That is, the first one is 50 newtons, then 60 newtons I have, then I have 20 newtons, and then I have 40 newtons. So there are four forces. Okay. And you have to find out the net moment at point O because of all these four forces. Right. Okay. Let us calculate them one by one. I will mark this as MO, that is moment at O, equal to. Now let me find out because of 50 newtons first. Okay, what will be the moment at O because of 50 newtons? Can anybody tell me?
50 into 2.
50 into 2, yes, perfect. Whether it is causing clockwise or anti-clockwise?
Clockwise.
Yes, clockwise. 50 into 2, perfect. Then I will move to 60 newtons. What is the moment of 60 newton at point O?
0.
Yes, because you can see if you extend the line of action of 60 newtons, it will pass through point O. So hence there is no perpendicular distance between 60 newton and point O. So I can write this as say 60 into 0. Okay. Now what is the moment caused by 20 newton at point O? First tell me whether it is causing clockwise or anti-clockwise. 20 newton at point O, whether it is causing clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise. Anti-clockwise.
Yes, anti-clockwise. So minus 20 multiplied by. And what will be the perpendicular distance? This will be the perpendicular distance, right? Yes or no? This will be the perpendicular distance, correct? And what will be the value of that? This angle is given
3
as
into
yeah, this angle is given as 60 degree, and this inclined length is 3. And then what will be this distance?
3 into cos 30.
3 into cos 30? No. 3 sin 30 it will be. 3 cos 30 will be this distance. This distance will be 3 cos 30, and this distance will be 3 sin 30. So it is 20 into 3 sine 30. And what will be the moment caused by this 40 newtons?
40
First,
into 3, sir.
yeah, first tell me whether it will cause clockwise or anti-clockwise.
Clockwise.
Clockwise. Okay.
Clockwise.
Yeah, 40. Yeah, then what will be the perpendicular distance? Perpendicular distance will be from here to here. This distance you know already. That is from here to here is 4 meters. But
4
you
plus
actually
cos
want.
sin 30.
Yes, this will be 3 cos 30. So this will be this multiplied
3
by
cos 30.
4. That is this 4 distance is 4 meter plus 3 cos 30. Are you okay, students? Yes, can anybody tell me what will be the answer of this? Yes, any answer? Okay, I will write. I'm getting plus 333.92. Everyone is getting the same answer? Any different answers you are getting, students? Have you understood this example? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So you're getting the same answer?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah. Right. Mm, what I tell you is this will be your next assignment. That is, now in this case, in each and every case, you have to find out the moment of force at point O. Okay. So no need to write down this one. Immediately after this class, I will give the PDF of this one in the class WhatsApp, right? Along with the notes, this page will also be there. So you have to solve by yourself. Is that okay, students? No need to take down. I will just put the PDF of this one. Yesterday's class PDF and video, and today's class PDF and video. I will just post this immediately after this class.